Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, sir.
Come on, Jimmy, sit down.
Thank
So, you are a political science student,
you. Yes.
and you gave your exam also in political science.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, which is quite different from others. We find a lot of engineering students reading
sir.
political science. So why do you think that there are lots of people who do engineering and they suddenly start take political science?
So for civil services, I think they feel that it is difficult to study the all the semesters combinedly. So they find political science easier, and it has overlapping with other GS also.
But it's not easy, you know. Political science is not easy.
No.
It's not easy.
No, sir.
So what do you like in political science? You know, there are various things. There's philosophy, there are constitutions. I think even part of international law is there. I mean, international relations and things are there, isn't there?
Yes, sir.
So what's your forte? What do you like?
Sir, I like the political philosophy part.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So in political philosophy, I mean, talking of philosophers and things. So who's your favorite group of philosophers or philosopher, or what is it?
Sir, I like J.S. Mill. John
Tell
Stuart Mill.
me, I mean, I'm just asking,
Yes.
both these J.S. Mill and there was a James and a John, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And they were related.
Yes, sir.
Did they have any relationship to India?
Yes, sir.
What was it?
Sir, as far as I remember, James Mill was an Indian East India Company's official.
Excellent.
And he was
Yeah,
posted
good,
also.
good, yes. In fact, I think the elder fellow was also there. Both of them? No, only one of them. He earned from the East India Company. He worked
Yes.
for the East India Company.
Yes.
Yes, you're
Yes.
right. So what do you know about James Mill? I mean, John Stuart Mill. What do you like about him?
Sir, John Stuart Mill has talked about liberty in detail, and he has brought idealism also in liberty, and he has made liberty, a utilitarian liberty, also very idealistic in the sense that he has brought the core essence of liberty back. And secondly, he also stood for women's right, which was very new at that age, and which inspired me.
Now, if you look at those philosophies which they had, are they having any impact on, say, present day governance, any ideas and things which those people said? After all, philosophy in politics is there to help in actual people's lives and in governance. So how do you think it has impacted modern life?
Yes, sir. Sir, it has impacted. Our ideas are based on these philosophies as they have come from different philosophers. And John Stuart Mill's philosophy of liberty as also freedom of speech, of allowing, not silencing even one person, because truth can emerge from everywhere. So all of this has very much very much relevance in today's democracies, where we give freedom of speech and expression to one and all.
So I'll continue with political science,
Yes, sir.
which has been a forte also. Post First World War, anarchism as a theory
Yes.
evolved in the world. It generated. What were the reasons for emergence of anarchism as such? Because we had a phase of John Stuart Mill,
Yes, sir.
pre-20th century, 19th century, that was it. Then all of a sudden, what were the reasons which prompted the emergence of anarchism?
So, because of the First World War, there was huge destructions in the way of life and in the peace of the people. So, naturally, people got disillusioned with the way state was working. And as democracy was also coming, especially in Germany, they found that the political parties are not able to defend them, and in the Treaty of Versailles and in different treaties. So that is why a theory of anarchism came into being, that maybe we are better off in a stateless paradigm.
Anarchism as a theory did not subscribe to conformity with the system. They wanted to go through another path.
Yes.
Can you recall a name, or can you cite a name which is supposed to be an institution as far as the theory of anarchism goes?
Sir, I'm not able to.
Trotsky, have you heard?
Trotsky.
In Russia.
No, sir, not.
There is a saying, there's a perception that Mahatma Gandhi also, in some ways, is considered to be an anarchist, though pacifist, peaceful anarchist.
Yes, sir.
So, how would you react to this take?
Sir, Mahatma Gandhi's idea of state was a Ram Rajya. So he wanted that where everybody is ruled by his own conscience and not by a state as such, because he saw state as an institutionalized form of violence. So in that way, he was in favor of the people getting more power and people being able to exercise power on themselves rather than a state telling them what to do and what not to do. But his anarchy was a very higher form of anarchy in which he was asking every individual to reach out to a higher sense of freedom, which was his idea. It was not callousness or statelessness as an idea.
So, he owed it a lot to Tolstoy.
Yes.
If you recall. No, sorry, it was not Trotsky, it was Tolstoy. I was referring to Tolstoy.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Have you read about theories of punishment? What are the different theories of punishment?
No,
Reformative theory of punishment,
yes,
retributive theory of punishment.
Yes, sir.
In that background, would you feel that time has come to reevaluate the justification for capital punishment?
Yes, sir. Sir, in my opinion, we have always said that we are moving towards reformative form of justice, which is why that the punishment should not be tit for tat. It should reform the person. So, a capital punishment, when we see that it is for hanging, for a killing or for a murder, you hang the person. So it is also a kind of retributive justice. But sometimes stronger law is needed to have a deterrence effect on the society. And this is, as Supreme Court has also mentioned in one of the cases, that it is to be used in rarest of the rare cases. So in that way, capital punishment, how it is in India, that it is very few that it is granted. So that way it can be still relevant.
If you are to decide on the policy, what would you suggest? Continuance of capital punishment or modification of the present laws which are governing capital punishment?
Sir, I would suggest that we should have capital punishment as it is in the rarest of the rare cases. However, we need more of reformative justice. Our criminal justice system needs to be expedited, and our jail and our prisons have to be more humane, and these are kind of reforms we need more.
Anjali, please tell me this year's budget, how it is? I mean, it is helpful for the Indian state of economy, which is not showing that good results.
Yes, sir, the government has taken out a slew of measures to boost the economy, and I think the budget has done its part well on that front.
Kindly tell me something about the disinvestment and the smart city in the current budget. Two things.
Yes, sir. Sir, government has taken around 2.1 lakh crore disinvestment target, and it has also said that one port would be corporatized at least, and one of an LIC would be listed. It will become a public company. And regarding smart city, 5 more cities are to be added in the 5 smart city program.
How it is different from that 100 one? Any qualitative difference between two? That 100 versus 5. This will be on PPP mode.
Okay, sir.
That
Thank you,
is
sir.
the
Okay.
basic difference between the two.
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell me 2 national parks of Rajasthan.
So-
Park or sanctuary, whatever.
Yes, sir. So there is Kiloladio National Park,
correct.
and there is Sariska Tiger, which is a tiger reserve.
What is Sankalp Yojana? Which ministry that deals with that? Regarding what? Sankalp Yojana.
Sir, I can't recall.
Okay, it is about regarding skill development.
So, thank
My
you,
last
sir.
question. Do you feel that climate change is a reality or it's not that? It's all fiction?
So climate change is a reality as we are seeing around the events, around ourselves. There has been increase in the temperature. The UN FCC's reports and the IPCC's reports have shown that we have had around 1.75 degrees Celsius increase in the temperature. We have also seen increase in erratic weather phenomena such as droughts and famine and droughts and rainfall, unseasonal rainfall. So climate change is definitely a reality.
Thank you.
Right.
Okay.
You have been a debater, so I'm giving you a topic and you have to decide whether to speak for or against.
Yes.
And 1 minute is the time which has been allotted to you, extempore speaking.
Okay.
Religion is the opium of the masses. Religion is the opium of the masses.
Okay, sir. Sir, I will speak for it. So may I start?
Yes.
This statement is given by Karl Marx, which says that religion is an opium of masses. And if we are to look that what is the work of opium, first we have to understand. So opium work is that it gives you an illusion. It keeps you under an illusionment and it disillusions you. In the same way, religion, we have to ask ourselves as people that is religion keeping us under the blanket of illusion, or is it helping us, or under the name of religion, under the garb of religion, we have been asked to do things which do not subscribe to our conscience, which does not subscribe to general humanity. Say for example, there have been instances of mob lynching that has been sometimes in the name of protection of cow, that has been using religion, but it is against the basic tenets of humanity. Similarly, we've seen religious wars where people have stood up and have had wars with each other, the fellow humans only, but the intent has always been regarding. Okay, thank you, sir.
Very good. Now I'm giving you 4 categories of persons who are considered marginalized.
Yes.
Tell me, you have to just tell me the act and scheme, one act and one scheme with regard to them. Okay.
Yes.
So the first is people with disabilities.
Sir,
What is the act and what is the scheme?
I think People with Disabilities Act it's by the same name, and there has been Sugamya Bharat is a scheme to make.
Good. Okay. Children.
So children, we have right to education is for children. We have POSCO Act for children, and one of the scheme is one stop center. One
What
child,
is
one stop center.
What is it? One stop center. What is it?
Sir, no, so sorry, it's for women, sir. So I think a child helpline, I would say.
Yes, that's good. Senior citizens.
Sir, I'm not sure of any act for senior citizens, but
Look it up. There is an act.
okay, sir. I thank you,
And
sir.
schemes.
And sir, scheme. There was one for hearing aid for senior citizens, but I'm unable to recall, sir.
Okay. And women.
Sir, women, we have act. I can't. We can have. So act I can't remember.
You should be aware of acts relating to women at least.
Yes, sir. There are acts like
Yes.
domestic violence
She believes in
against
equality. So do I.
against domestic violence. There is an act. There is a child marriage act against child violence.
So I asked for just one. And
Yes, sir.
schemes.
So one stop center can be.
Okay, final question to you is that a very important amendment has been made to the JJ Act. What is that?
Juvenile Justice Act, sir. Sir, I'm not aware of it.
I'll just ask you two questions. Well, one, what is the role of committee systems in Parliament?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of what committees are there? What is the role of committee system?
Sir, committees are to help the parliamentary oversight over the executive, and we have financial committees, we have committees, we have different committees for different functions, and we have seen the bills also goes to the committee, and there is a detailed scrutiny of each and every aspect of the bill. So these are some of the functions.
How many committees are there? Can you enumerate 3 or 4?
So there's Public Finance Committee, there is Estimates Committee, there is Business Advisory Committee, Rules Committee.
Okay, I'll give you one. Poverty anywhere is a threat to prosperity everywhere. Elucidate.
Yes, sir. So, in this statement, it is being said that wherever there is poverty, there is a sense of injustice among the people. There is a sense that we have been wronged, and it can be a threat to prosperity everywhere, because that poverty can lead to revolt and action against the prosperous, and it is also a way to help the humanity understand that each and everyone should be alleviated from the perils of poverty.
Fine, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Anjali, if you could just wait for 5 minutes, we'll just.
Questions I will ask.
Yes,
When
yes,
is the interview? Sorry. When is
Tell
the
me,
No, this is-
yes, ma'am.
you said you liked J.S. Mill, and what was the reason? You said liberty. Why
Yes.
liberty is so important for you?
Ma'am, as J.S. Mill himself has said that in the times of when we are actually free and we are liberal, so we can explore ourselves better, we can understand ourselves better, and liberty has been the calling of each and every human, so that is why.
So you feel the most important value is liberty, and like between equality and liberty, which is more important for you? You want to live in a society where there is a lot of liberty, or you want to live in a society where there is equality and justice?
I think we can make a society which has all the three in it.
No, but if a priority society is to be based on liberty, which should be the foundational value, liberty or equality?
Ma'am, liberty should be the foundational
Why?
value. Because in liberty, a person has said that he can express himself, and he can
How
grow
liberty
fully.
is a social good, public good?
Ma'am, when we give a person the liberty, there can be so much good which can emerge, because he he can do anything and he can become anything. But the liberty should be, as J.S. Mill himself has said, that harm principle should be applied. That liberty should be only till it does not harm the liberty of the other person.
Can you just tell me what is the basic difference in international relations and international politics?
Ma'am, I can only guess, I'm not sure of. International relations are the relations between two states and state actors and non-state actors. And international politics can be how those relationships develop. There is some power becomes superpower, some become great powers, and how the dynamics of politics play between them.
Okay. Can you compare the working style of the two foreign ministers, Sushma Swaraj versus S. Jaishankar? What is the difference that you see?
Ma'am, both of them have been esteemed foreign ministers, and Honorable Sushma Swaraj had the style of working where she used to use Twitter extensively to help the people, and Honorable S. Jaishankar has had the knowledge and the experience, and so he
Who
gives.
is the better one, according to you?
Ma'am, I can't judge.
The country you think should have been, like you feel Jai Shankar is doing his job well?
Yes, ma'am.
Any
He's doing-
example you can give?
Ma'am, he has been a very vocal presenter of India's view, India's way of style in Raisena Dialogue also, and in Munich Security Conference also. Yes.
Okay. And what is the current state of India's relations with US? How do you look at India-US relation?
Ma'am, India
And also
yes,
like
ma'am.
US and Iran, where should India be?
Ma'am, India and US have had a good relationship now. We call each other good friends, and Honorable President Trump is also visiting India. But there are some skirmishes related to trade. But as
How
our
much personality affects foreign policy?
sir, ma'am, it does affect to a certain degree. But there are many.
In case of India-US relations, role of personality, Modi and Trump personality.
Ma'am, a good bonhomie between the two leaders definitely help in easing
Any
relations.
theory in international relations focusing on role on personality?
Ma'am, I'm not sure.
You are not sure.
Well, I don't think you'll go. I mean, you don't have to give. I mean, we have to be very clear and advise you. You know, because this is a practical thing. You came here for advice, so we are not going to sort of brush things aside. Your performance was very good.
Thank you, sir.
So, I just want to put you at ease on that. Your demeanor is all right, the way you respond is all right. You looked at people in the correct way. In fact, we had to tell people how to see. So, by and large, I don't think you have to worry too much. You've just done your BA, isn't it? So
Yes.
that's very, very creditable. And that shouldn't. So if when questions are asked on your thing, you were forthright on that. So basically, we don't have many tips to give you on, because it all depends upon the questions at that time.
Yes.
But they go on various impressions. Make your mind on if they ask you something about what exactly do you want to do if you get into the service, which areas are you interested in. Otherwise, itself, what are the areas in the civil service you are interested in? Your this thing is first the IAS or the IFS, or what is it?
So IAS, IFS, IPS.
Yeah. So in the IAS, is there any particular sector you are interested in the beginning? Of course, everybody has to do the districts. So district wise, but beyond that, are you more interested in, say, they say on development, commerce, or more on defense or police or things like that? Is there any if they ask you, you've got your mind clear on that?
So for women only, I'll say.
Hmm?
Women, for women development and women empowerment.
You're not saying that because you are a woman.
No.
No, because many times they used to do, if there's a women's department, they'll appoint only women there, because you see, if they appoint a male there, then everybody jokes at him, as if that he doesn't do. Although they're very good officers who've done very good work on
Yes.
women,
Yes, sir.
So it's not that you are genuinely interested in,
Yes.
say so, because you will be able to give good answers then.
Yes.
So
You did very well. And
What if you
correct?
What if you don't get IAS, or you get foreign service or IPS or any other central service? What's your take on that?
So I'll be more than happy. I'm not going
You'll
to.
be more than happy.
Off the record, I won't appear for exam again, so I'll be most happy to
Exactly
take
what I
any-
wanted to ask you.
any
Exactly what I
service.
wanted to ask you. That are you going to appear for the exam second time if you get a service down below?
So I'm happy with till IRS. I'm very much happy.
IRS,
Revenue services.
IRS is your fourth choice.
Till
Fourth
IRS.
choice.
That's the bottom line.
That's your bottom line. So beyond that, you will appear for the exam.
No,
Maybe.
beyond that. But
I don't think you go beyond that. You will be within the 4.
no.
Hopefully.
No,
And thank
beyond
you,
that,
sir.
I mean, if she doesn't get till up to her fourth choice, then she will take the
No,
exam.
you'll
Listen,
get.
if this question is asked, don't say this.
Don't worry, you'll get your first choice.
Don't say that you are below that I'll appear again. Kaga, leave it to God. I'll decide as that.
Yeah.
We don't know what you've done in your written, but if you
Yes.
perform like this in your interview, you'll get what you want.
Thank you, sir.
You did well.
Thank you, sir.
You avoided slipping into any traps. I tried to give you a loaded question on Trotsky.
But spend your
It was
time
not
just
wrong one, but you just
Revising your subjects and other things.
you
Keep
just brush
abreast
up your subjects.
papers.
Lots of
When is your interview?
20th March.
No, so a lot
Oh,
of
you have
time.
plenty of time.
So in the meantime, just be current.
Yes.
अखबार पढ़ती रहिए बस।
See, political science is not going to change in 1 month, but
Yes.
the current affairs will do and
On
things.
the day prior to the interview,
JS will remain the same.
Yes.
Indian news and international news. You never know. Some question may prop up from there.
ये होता है आज what was in today's headlines ये पूछते हैं कभी they start off
तो आजकल तो Google आ गया है, even you can get absolutely the otherwise people didn't know
So
what
either the
happened.
Google or the TV, even the you watch the news.
Okay,
be confident in yourself.
good.
God bless you.
जैसे लग रहा है तुम ज़्यादा prepared हो मतलब try to take time and respond जैसे your answer of favorite thinker JS Miller से लग रहा था already prepared है and then
ठीक है, that's
नहीं
all.
but थोड़ा सा और thought कि भाई JS Mill क्यों liberty क्यों
Refine these edges,
हाँ.
these raw edges.
बस
थोड़ा
इसमें
सा-
बस इसमें थोड़ा सा और
Refine
Good
these
over.
edges.
ऐसे लग रहा है कि ready to give
Yeah, but that's correct because you see they basically
लेकिन कभी कभी ऐसा लगता है कि
मिल के साथ
थोड़ा सा
बेंथम
और।
जरूर पढ़ लीजिएगा
Yes.
कंपैरिजन
थोड़ा और
हो
depth
सकता है
में-
आई एम पॉलिटिकल साइंस मैन दैट्स व्हाट आई एम सेइंग हम बेंथम पूछने वाले थे पे छोड़ दिया हमने
Yes.
बस,
नहीं
और
केस
थोड़ा
दोनों को
IR
बात
और-
एक ही साथ करते हैं
but be confident in yourself.
इंटरनेशनल रिलेशंस काफी देखो
हाँ, international relations is something where
अभी जैसे ट्रम्प विजिट
हाँ वो सब पढ़ लीजिएगा इंडिया यूएस रिलेशंस चाइना दिस दैट एंड द अदर बिकॉज योर सब्जेक्ट इज दैट सो दे विल एक्सपेक्ट यू टू डू
Yes.
मोर ऑन इंटरनेशनल रिलेशंस सो सम ऑफ दैट द बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट्स गेट इट क्लियर
best of luck
Thank you.
and hope to see you in the list of successful
Thank you, sir.
All the best. God bless you.
I felt like I am short on knowledge actually. So is it like
The
right?
knowledge has already been tested.
knowledge.
आपकी नॉलेज नहीं टेस्ट हो रही है यहाँ पे आपका प्रेजेंटेशन योर एबिलिटी टू रिएक्ट एंड अप्लाई दैट नॉलेज
Very few people, you see, everybody is short on knowledge. Don't worry about that. We are looking as civil servants. See, knowledge का क्या मतलब है आजकल? You can pick up a book and read it. नहीं आता. Your attitudes. You see how you look at people, how you want to perform, your honesty, your dedication. That is what. लाइब्रेरी तो हर जगह है, आप जाके पढ़ लीजिए नॉन लो आजकल तो लाइब्रेरी की जरूरत नहीं है आजकल तो गूगल कट के दुनिया भर की
जज भी
It's so fast.
पढ़ता है तब जजमेंट
All the knowledge in the world is in your hands nowadays. I mean, it's so strange.
application of knowledge and presentation your reaction your ability
Yeah.
to react to a
That's the way.
situation
पे और भी पढ़ने
Mostly, that is the way. How you look at
गवर्नमेंट
people.
पॉलिसीज बजट
And in the beginning, you will be there in the subdivision.
संकल्प like that.
Yes.
ऐसे अर्धस है ना सब
वुमेन का काफी
देख लो।
लॉज है फिर अभी जो
शुरू के 5-10 साल तो आप grassroots level पे काम
ट्रिपल तलाक ये सब
करेंगे.
जो
So
भी
you will do. You have to know how to deal with people and things. Don't worry. बाकी knowledge वाले.
Which is your first cadre? Choice of cadre?
So Rajasthan.
obvious.
It's a good
It's a
state
very
in
good
any
colour.
case. Easy
Yes,
state
sir.
to govern compared to all the others.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
best.
God
Thank
bless
you.
you.
Thank you.